doing today? Hitch, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in today. I am in the car waiting for my son to get out of karate today. So I wanted to go live while I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here for an hour and a half. So I like to go live and talk to you guys about what's going on with the channel, what's going on with your channel, and just talking about what's happening and what we did and what's coming up on the channels, and give my partners and affiliates a shout out, and just talk to the community and see what's going on here. So thanks for coming in. We're going to see who pops in today. If you are in here, please make a comment and let me know if the audio and video is good. We are going vertical today. So when I do these car lives and stuff like that, or one-on-ones, and I don't have any products to show you guys, or I'm not doing any bait making, I go vertical. So thank you guys for coming in today. A lot of stuff happened this past week, or since I went live with you guys. We did a lot of stuff, got a lot of stuff accomplished, got a lot of stuff coming up. So we're going to give it a few minutes here, see who pops in. Yeah, beautiful day today. I guess it's around 48 degrees, 49 degrees today. Sunny, blue skies, a little windy. Yesterday was really windy. This past week, we've had some really, really rough windy weather. I was down camp this weekend. We did a food plot session this weekend down there. So I got that coming out tomorrow. That's a video coming out tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channel. I did some frost seeding, we did some plowing, we did some liming, we fixed a roof, we fixed a barn window, we installed a floor at our camp. So yeah, we did a lot of stuff. So make sure you guys, hey, what's up, hunting and stuff? Thanks for coming in. Is my audio and video good, bud? Just want to make sure. Just sitting in the car waiting for Theo to get done with karate, so got some time to kill, and I like to take this time to go live with you guys and just chat and see what's going on. It sounds and looks good. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure, bud. Thanks. We had Hitch in here and we had hunting and stuff in here, so thank you guys for coming in so far. We're seeing who's gonna pop in today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. What happened this past week, what's coming out on my channel, what's coming up. Wanted to see what you guys are up to. So I take this opportunity to connect with you guys just to see what's going on. So yeah, so we got a video coming out tomorrow on my channel, Off the Hook Outdoors at the Yankees. What's up? Thank you for coming in. Please hit that like button if you can. It helps out a lot. I'm not saying that you look good, but the picture is clear. No, I know what you meant, hunting stuff. You know I look good on here, right? Just kidding, bud. But tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m., every Wednesday at 7 p.m., I upload a video on my channel, and tomorrow is a frost seeding video. Thank you, Yankees. I appreciate you. See, listen, Ryan. Hello. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Bro is too rude. Too rude. Odive. What's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So yeah, we got the video coming out tomorrow of me frost seeding. I went to deer camp this weekend. Spent all weekend down there with my dad and a few other guys. We had a real bad windstorm down there, so it ripped the metal off of our front porch roof. So I fixed that roof. I installed the roof with some tech screws again with the rubber washers. We had a window blow out of our barn. I fixed the barn window. Then I installed the linoleum flooring. We put the R-Dex down and we put a floor down, so that's good. We did that, and then on top of all that, my dad actually scraped our main food plot, our destination plot. You know, 12 by 12, JS asking. So we scraped the destination food plot. I'm going to move over here because I'm in my car waiting for my son to come out of karate. And we scraped that, we limed it. We got about 30 bags of lime this weekend. So we limed all the food plots. I disked my dad's food plot. We scraped the destination food plot, and then we did another area of our food plots. We filled the feeders up. The protein blocks were good. So we filled the feeders up with corn. I reset them. I made them a little longer because 5 seconds was not enough. Seen a bunch of deer and turkey down there, which is good because Theo's getting ready to get, Tyler, what's up? Can he whip the old man yet? Who, Theo? Can he whip me? Heck no. Can I whip my dad? I don't even know about that, man. I don't know. But, so my dad planted some pine trees in our destination food plot on the hillside by his stand. We're trying to make some thermal cover there. There's some pine trees there already, but they are the, hit that like button, guys, if you haven't, please. It helps a lot if you do that. The pine trees that are growing there, he put 3 pine trees in there. No, I'm not going to try. Neither is he. He knows better. So my dad planted the 3 pine trees. Came from every holiday. My wife buys trees to put on our porch. Well, I told her start buying the ones that we can plant with the root ball on it. So we take them to camp and my dad's starting to plant them on the hillside in different areas. Try to create some thermal cover. We want to do some hinge cutting down there to get get it a little thicker behind his stand. Thank you for coming in. I don't know how to even say that name. Janice Pastinsby. But thank you guys. Please hit that like button if you haven't. We only got 4 likes. We have 19 in here. So please hit that like button. It helps a lot. So he planted those pine trees. He scraped the destination food plot. We've limed everything, all the food plots. I dissed my dad's food plot. Daniel Berry, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. Share this out if you get a chance to. Try to get some people in here. So we did that, and then we limed everything. And I put a camera out on where we feed the deer and stuff like that. So I put a camera up there just to see what's starting to grow, what's down there. Seen a bunch of turkeys, seen a bunch of deer. Had a good weekend, definitely, for sure. Did a lot of work. And I cut a video that's coming out tomorrow, frost seeding video. So I'll show you how I do the frost seeding down there. And I show you all the how we spread the line. We have a new spreader down there. It's a really nice spreader. It goes on the back of the tractor, the 3-point hitch, and then we disc with the new Land Pride discs and everything. So it worked out really good. We got a ton of work done. So I was really happy. I was tired yesterday at work when I came back Sunday evening. I had to go to a funeral, and then got up and went to work. Yeah, it's the perfect time right now to frost seed if you're going to frost seed. And my buddy Chris from City Sticker, Chris, he frost seeded this weekend too. But you know, if you do miss it, it's not that big of a deal. Like everybody thinks if they miss frost seeding, it's the end of the world. But it's really not. I've only frost seeded. This is only my 2nd year of frost seeding. But I do a lot of research. If you don't know me, I am one to research the heck out of something. And I've researched it. I've talked to Chris. He's really knowledgeable on that stuff. But, you know, if you miss the frost seeding, and what I mean by that is when it gets cold at night, when it almost goes down to freezing, like 30, 31, 32 degrees at night, and then it gets warm, like it warms up to like 50 degrees in the daytime, that sun's out. That freeze thaw is what you want. You want that seed to, like, at night, that the ground opens up because it freezes. And then in the daytime, when it gets warm, it closes up. So it sucks that seed in. Now, if you miss that opportunity, you probably got this week. And Chris don't think next week or 2, but I think you got about 2 more weeks left to frost seed. I really think that. But if you do miss it and you don't plan it these next 2 weeks, don't get crazy. Just go up there. If you want to frost seed, just don't. It ain't called frost seeding anymore. But don't frost. You have to watch what seed you're throwing down too early, because you don't want it sprouting and it get cold on you and then it kills it. Clover, you can frost seed. Chicory, you can frost seed. Alfalfa. Clover and alfalfa in our destination food plot down there, because we want to try to cut down on cost, because we were putting in brassicas, turnips, radishes, you know, all that stuff, rape, in this big food plot, and it was costing a lot of money to do that. So what we want to do is we wanted to just use that big food plot, our 2-acre plot, for clovers and stuff like that, to get that established really well, to have something all throughout the summer that doesn't cost a lot once it's established. So we got that grown, and it's going to take 2-3 years to get it going. So we're going to do that. We did that in the middle, but then the other plots are going to get the brassicas, turnips, and rapes, the good stuff where we're hunting at. You know, you can hunt this area. My dad ain't far from it, but he's in between two food plots, which is really good, and so is my buddy Vince. I don't hunt the food plots. I usually hunt off to the sides of them or the trails that lead to and from them. But we wanted a frost seed because it's, for us, we're a small camp. And by the way, we're looking for members. We're looking for 2 or 3 members to our club, our hunting club. So if anybody's interested that lives in PA and they're interested in joining a club that's very cheap and very affordable, you get a key to the house and you can go down anytime. Contact me and we can talk about it. I'm actually going to be putting an ad out or putting something out on Facebook, I think, for the Sportsman's Club, for our club, to... Oh, that's Daniel. Okay. What's up, Daniel? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Long time no see. The masturbators, the weak shall quiver when a nice guy gets angry. Sure. Whatever you say there, masturbators. But hey, guys, hit that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, share us out, please. I appreciate you. Lowballing it. What's up, dude? He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's a bait maker now. He's making baits down there. Mr. Kyle, why did you ignore me? Why did I ignore you? I didn't think I did ignore you, Mr. Kyle. But thank you guys for coming in today. Hit that like button. No, Freezer Brown is not in the club. He's in PA. He's up north. He's not in the club. This marks the day where a nice guy turned into a bad boy. Don't know what that means, buddy. But what's up, Alex? How are you, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Deer Corner, there's Sir. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you, guys. You guys are coming in. Hit that like button, please. I appreciate that. It helps the channel. It helps me get pushed out there. So YouTube pulls my videos and gives it to you guys. That's what I want. But thank you guys for coming in, man. Hit that like button if you haven't, and please share us out. I got a video coming out tomorrow, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's frost seeding. I was down there this weekend. Got a lot of stuff done this weekend, guys. We had a catfish catch it out of our pond. It was pretty neat. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But Lowballing's got some baits. Go over to check him out on Facebook. Check him out on YouTube. Hunting and stuff. What's up? Thank you for coming. You know what, Alex? I don't know why. There you go, buddy. I never had you as a moderator on my channel, buddy. Now you are. But Lowballing's got some good stuff, man. He makes some really good baits, too. He's fairly new to that. And he is balling with them baits. They look good, man. They look really good. I'm impressed. What area is that club in? The area is in southern PA. I'm going to say southwest PA. It's in Fayette County, towards Uniontown area. Right on the borders. Maryland's there. West Virginia's there. Pretty close to everything there. Yeah, that's awesome, Alex. I like that stand setup you had, too, for that. I didn't realize you did that as well. I'm going to have to send you some of my baits to sell there. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. But it looks like you're doing well, man. I appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, Alex from Lowballing, he helped me out early. I'm going to say early in my career. When I was starting Facebook, and I don't think I told anybody this, Alex, so I'm going to tell it to the people here today. You know, I was really new to Facebook and stuff because I'm monetized. I believe he's monetized on Facebook as well. And I was just starting out, man, and he reached out to me and he gave me some tips and some tricks and some pointers on what to do. And I followed them. I listened to him, and it helped me out a lot. So, Alex, thank you very much for... do you do sell a lot of people? Maybe I'll send you some baits over and you could sell them for me. But he helped me out a lot on the Facebook side and the YouTube side. Alex's channel, he runs a good channel over there. A lot of interesting stuff. So I learned a lot from him. So I just wanted to thank you for helping me out. Lowballing Outdoors, go check them out. If anybody in here would like to share his link, please do so. Share your own links if you want. But yeah, dude, he helped me out a lot in that Facebook area for sure. And I appreciate that, man. I'll never forget that stuff. So thank you very much for doing that, buddy. You didn't have to do that, but he reached out to me and was giving me some tips on how to do things, and it helped out a lot. So thank you for that, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. So like I said, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., I'm trying, I don't get a lot of people in my premieres. I don't. And I don't know. I'm doing well with that stuff. I try to help yeah, you do. But I don't really do, I don't want to say I don't do well, because I do. But like my premieres, I don't get a ton of people. Like you see a lot of people with like, I'd love to get 20 people in my premieres, and I don't. I get like 10, maybe 15 tops. I'd like to get that in there just to see if it gets pushed out more. But I do pretty decent. My hunting videos do a lot better than my fishing videos. And I think I do both well. I try to give you all kinds of different views and different things, and I'm always trying to do something different for you guys. So I hope you guys see that and you like it. If I ever do something that somebody doesn't think they like it, or if you have any ideas, and I'm the content creator, so like you get a lot of people on here that's like, hey, what do you want me to do next? Well, you're the content creator, you're supposed to come up with that stuff. But if I'm ever doing something that isn't, like, you don't think it's good or something, I don't mind you emailing me. Robert Mack, what's up, brother? What's my PB bass? Which one? I have like I'm in PA, so I don't have huge bass. 6'2" or 6 pounds is my big largemouth, and 6'3" is my smallmouth. And then I have like muskie that are like 48 inches and stuff like that. So Talbert Outdoors, if you love fishing, man, hit me up. Hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be fishing here in May very soon. I'm considering coming back to Facebook, but my wife will have to help manage it so I don't get pissed off from the woke. Yeah, Facebook can be like that. You got to watch. A lot of people do stupid comments, but you just got to have a thick skin, buddy. You know that. I do trout as well. Broden. Thanks for coming in. Hit that like button. I am going on a trip next week. I'm going on a trout trip. Now, this is pretty low-key. It's like no pressure. We go to Seven Springs for a vacation every year. We go up there for a few days, and there's some natural springs and ponds there. So we will be... Okay, so on my YouTube channel, everybody says I'm garbage, and they comment bad things, and it makes me sad. Well, if you're doing what you love to do, Talbert, keep doing what you love to do, buddy. That's all I can say. And it'll work out. The haters are going to hate. You just got to let it go. Watching from Vietnam. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming in, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. That's why I like to do these lives, just to connect with you, let you know what's going on. But I'm going trout fishing. I think it's April 3, 4, 5, 6. And, yeah, keep on keeping on, for sure, Talbert, for sure. If you want to put your link in here, you can, if people want to follow you or whatever. What kind of trout? We do rainbow, brook trout, brown trout. There's a lot of trout up there. They stock rainbows and brook in there, and there's some brown trout as well. There's some really big ones in these ponds up there. And it's cool with the kids because it's easy to manage. It's not hard fishing. You're not walking up and down, trenching up and down creeks, kids falling into creeks and stuff. There's some natural creeks up there for fly fishing, but I don't get any time. My kids won't fly fish, and Ace won't fly fish either. But I'd like to get them into it a lot, but it takes a lot of patience and a lot of time to teach it. And I don't have that right now. If I go fly fishing, it's usually with my buddy Bob. He's a guide up at Yellow Creek. We go fishing together there, or I'll go myself. But taking kids fly fishing could be disastrous. It's hard. But Theo will probably catch it on, so I can't say. I could only imagine it would be. What's your go-to bass lure? My go-to bass lure? Well, I can catch just about anything in a lake on a 5-inch stick bait, wacky style. What's up, John? Thanks for coming in, buddy. I got something to send you, John. You and Lindia, just so you know. I'll be sending you a package here soon. Just so you know. It'll be a package from Off the Hook Outdoors. So when you see it, get very excited and run around the house with it. But yeah, so we're going to be doing some trout fishing. And like I said, we go up there. My wife has business meetings and stuff up here, so she works basically the whole time we're up there. And me and the kids go out. But this year, my kids have tournaments. What's up, D? Thanks for coming in, buddy. We always do. So we're going to be going back and forth. But my family's going up there as well. So we're going to be up there fishing. I know Friday I'm going to have all day with my son Theo. So we're going to be doing that. My son is going to be we're going up Thursday night. And my son is going to be with me Friday. I think my daughter is going to school. I don't know. I don't even know the deal. Like, well, my wife handles all that stuff. I just go fish and do my thing. And listen to what they want me to do, and then I go do it. Basically, sheep's head. I mean, I catch sheep's head when I'm up at Erie. I don't want to call them junk fish because I don't really want to degrade a fish like that. But sheep's head really don't do nothing for me. When we're smallmouth fishing up at Erie, you'll catch a sheep's head here and there, and you think you got a monster. You think you got a monster smallmouth on it. It's only yeah. I smelt those before they stink. Yeah, and the sheep's head are sort of like, I don't want to say trash fish, but carp. Everybody thinks carp's trash fish and stuff like that too. So I don't know, but they're fun to catch. When I'm catching smallmouth, I don't want to catch them. But if I was fishing for them, then maybe. But I don't fish for sheep's head. But yeah, so we're gonna be fishing. We're gonna be traveling, going to games and fishing. So I'm gonna do a few lives that weekend. I'm gonna probably cut a video or two up there as well. Probably one, maybe part one, part two. It depends how much we do. But I'm definitely gonna be going live there at the ponds. We caught some really nice fish last year, and the year before that we caught some really nice fish. So I'm hoping there's some big ones. I know there's big ones in there. Just a matter if we can catch them. So that'll be fun. I think Ace will be with me as well. My sisters will be up there and stuff like that. So it's just a fun vacation to go up there for a couple days and just relax. And it's not really hard fishing, not really pressure fishing. You're just hanging out and trout fishing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll throw my rod and let it sit. I'll throw a lure on one rod and I'll just throw around and cast. It's really low key. So I really enjoy that. So we'll see what happens this week. April 4th, 5th, and 6th. You can look for a live and stuff for me there. So, but tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing my video, premiering my video. So if you guys see it, it's on my channel right now. So do you like redfish? I never fish for redfish. Now, I know John has fished for redfish. I never really fished for them. But my thing is smallmouth, largemouth, smallmouth, and muskie. And trout. I can say trout too because I do fly fish and stuff. So that's about the 4 fish that I target. Now, we go up to the lake. Sometimes you'll see me doing pan fishing with the kids and we're messing around. But, who can't catch a panfish, right? So I like to target muskie and bass and trout. That's my main ones for sure. So, but yeah, this tomorrow is the video, the frost seeding video. I show you how I frost seed down at camp. We spent all weekend down there. Fixed the roofs, fixed the windows, installed a floor. We limed all of our food plots. We frost seeded one of our destination plots. I do deer hunt. Yes, I do. I do deer hunt, Broden, for sure. I think I'm saying it right, Broden. I think I am saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm chopping up your name there, but if you guys hit that like button, that's awesome. But yeah, I deer hunt too. And everybody fishes, so I don't think my fishing videos don't do as well as my hunting videos. But hunting videos are a lot harder to video as well, like getting the shot on camera. I try to get that shot on camera, and last year I got every shot on camera, so I was really happy about that. The fishing, anybody can strap a GoPro to their head or their chest and go out and fish. So there's a lot of competition in fishing, so you got to stand out. You got to have some good content. You got to be doing stuff different, off-the-wall stuff sometimes. I mean, there's some people out there that do some really crazy stuff, and they're getting views and stuff like that. But I'm just stick to my ways and what I do and try to teach people stuff that works for me, and I try to learn from people as well. So I don't want to say I don't care because I want as many views as possible. I want to grow really big and do all that good stuff and make a lot of money on it. But the money don't really matter to me. it's nice to make the money to put back into your channel for sure. So like all donations that I get go back into my bait making and all that, because Alex will tell you, you know, bait making is expensive. Like the plastic went up, the molds are expensive as heck. There's a lot of stuff, you know, out there that for bait making that's really, really expensive, like glitters and colorants and plastisol and injectors and molds and all that, and worm oil and the glitters and the scents. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's involved with bait making, and it's really, really, it can be really expensive. So all the stuff that I get, all the stuff I sell, that goes right back into my channel. Anything from my store. So if you guys are interested in any, hey mom, thanks for coming in. All that's in there is 2-pounder. I have a homemade pond. All that's in there is, well, hey, them 2-pounders become 3-pounders, and they become 4-pounders. So what you can do, Broden, is go to your Tractor Supply store and go get that high protein fish feed, the catfish bass fish feed that floats. Hey, Mom, Damien saying hello. He's from 27 Spirits. You know Damien. But yeah, so go get yourself a bag, a 40, 50-pound bag of that pond fish feed. It's high protein. That's what I was feeding my fish, and you'll see in this video tomorrow that one of my buddy's kids were down there, Pickle, and he caught like an 18-inch catfish. And I stocked them in that pond 4 years ago, and they were 1.5 inches big, and now they're 18 inches. And that's from feeding them. We put in minnows, we put in the minnows. I put in pounds of minnows every once in a while to get the food out there. We have bass in there. We have bluegill. We have channel cats. And he caught it on a meat stick, believe it or not, like a Slim Jim. Them kind you get at Rural King, them bags of them for like $7, the little chunks. He caught one. Hey, Native, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. You guys coming in, hit that like button for me, please. Share me out, share my video out. My video is out on my channel right now, so please, if you get a chance, go over, pick up my video, and take it and share it to people. I want as many people in our premiere as we can get, please. I appreciate that. I want to see if we can't push this video out there. It's a good video. It shows you everything that I did, you know, what we do for frost seeding and stuff like that. So if you get a chance, please do so. Pick up my video and share it out to people. I appreciate it. I am very much appreciative of your message. Yeah, that's Damien, Mom, you know. She said hi, Damien. So yeah, so I mean, you know, I try to put as much stuff out as I can for you guys. Deep Sea Pirates Fishing. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the reason why we do this. I love doing it. I always wanted to do like a TV show or something, and this is the next best thing to it. So I really try to get the good stuff. You live in Texas? Okay, cool. Deep Sea, hit that like button if you haven't. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm sitting here with Theo. Theo's in there in karate practice. I sit here for like an hour and a half. So I figure that's a great time to go live with you guys, to connect with you, to let you know what's going on with my channel, find out what's going on with your channel. So if anybody has any announcements, oh no, a Sitka fanboy. Yeah, a Sitka fan. I'm a Sitka guy. YM. I don't even want to know what that stands for. But thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. But Theo's in there, so I figured it's a great time to go vertical and connect with you guys, all the subscribers and new subscribers and, you know, people. I just like to connect and let you know what's going on with my channel and, you know what's going on with your channel. So if you guys have any announcements or anything, please feel free to put it on here. I appreciate it. You know, you guys can announce your next videos or whatever you have coming out on your channels. Anything that's happening on your channel, I'd be happy to hear it. So definitely put it in the chat. What else? Wind. Bad winds this week here. It's beautiful out today. I think it hit 48, 49 degrees today, so it was getting warmer. Bluebird skies, but a little windy, gusts of wind today. Very nice out though, comfortable. Last week we had wind gusts. It was bad. Like I said, it ripped the tin off of our roof down at camp, of our front porch roof. So I went up there and fixed that with some tech screws this weekend. Getting that tin back up under the other tin was a pain in the butt. So I got the ladder up there. My dad was down there throwing me stuff up, and I fixed that. And then we had a window blowout on our pump house. So I went up on a ladder, 20-foot ladder on that thing in the wind, and I fixed the window as well. And then we did some liming on our food plots because it takes about 3 months to get the lime into the ground to make it active so the plants can pick up the minerals and stuff. So you want that lime in there. Put a lot of lime in. I put the most lime in my dad's plot this weekend. I put like 10 bags in, like 200 some pounds, I believe. Put that in there. We disced his up. He fixed all his trees up. Got all the fencing around them put back up if anything was damaged from the deer or the wind. So he put them up. He planted some pine trees in some area in this area where we want to start putting some thermal cover. It was behind his stand. We've filled up the feeders. We checked the protein blocks. I put a camera on them as well to see what's down there, what's growing and all that. We've seen a lot of turkey down there this week. Seen a lot of deer down there this week. So our deer management program is working. You know, I think I'm going to do a little more in-depth deer management program video with you guys because, you know, a lot of people people are gonna probably wanna rip my throat out for saying this, but you know, deer management is what you make it. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of money for our club. Okay, we're on a budget. We sell tickets every year. We put about $1,200 into our deer management system a year. So lime, fertilizer, seed. Then we have like weed killers. There's a lot of stuff involved with all that. And then, you know, people are always saying, get a soil test, get a soil test. And this is going against everything that I've always said, but I'm going to say it today because I believe, okay, people say, get a soil test, get a soil test. And they do. Now, if you have the money to put what you need in that soil, or if you want to find out what is needed to put some of the stuff in your soil. Our soil down there, my dad's food plot has been worked for years. So the lime and everything is manageable there, okay? But some of these new plots that we opened up, we can't afford to put the nutrients and the chemicals and the minerals back into the land. We would be well over our $1,200 budget a year. So you don't have to. And if you look at my food plots, they grow well, okay? Do they grow to their full potential? I don't think so because it doesn't have everything it needs. But if you're starting out a food plot and you just want, hey, Dad, thanks for coming in. If you just want to get something going, and my dad popped in when I'm saying it, micronutrients aren't very cheap. No, and, you know, like my dad and everybody, Chris, my buddy Chris from City Sticker, everybody talks about getting the soil samples, and I believe that too. Believe me, don't get me wrong when I say that. If you got the money to put back into the ground what you need to, then by all means do a soil sample, okay? And then get ready to spend some money because you're going to be needing a lot of stuff to put in there, okay? Now, we've gotten away for the last 5 years of liming and adding fertilizer, and we stick with the basic fertilizer, the 10-10-10. But we plant stuff like the clovers, we plant the brassicas, we plant the radishes, turnips, rape. They're pretty basic where they, you know, we put rye in too for the nitrogen in the ground for the clover and stuff like that. But you don't need to get a soil, like, please don't take this the wrong way. And it's going to go, if it goes, maybe this will go viral because I say it. I don't know. But I have never taken a soil test down there, ever, okay? My dad has. So, yeah, I've seen the soil tests, but when you got to put in 5 tons of something or 800 pounds of this fertilizer, it costs you thousands of dollars to do that. So if you are starting, if you want to start, hey, Jimmy Rangus, thanks, man. Brother, I remember you from county. I have no idea. Never in jail, though, but whatever. So what Damien's saying, hi, Dad, to you. So what I'm saying is you don't have to, it's worked for me, okay? So you're going to have to try it because I don't want to tell you not to get a soil sample, because that is like religion. Like, that's rule number one, to get a soil sample, to know what needs to go into the ground. But I guarantee 90%, 99% of you guys are going to be disappointed, because you're not going to have the money to put back into the soil. And we get away with lime and 10-10-10. Okay, that's what we get away with. No. And we're planning once a year for that little short period of time, for August, September, October, growing season, 3 months. After October, it stops growing, basically, and then you have November, December, and that's it. But, and you're right, you only have a little bit of time. You're not trying to make a living off of farming. So these people that have these big food plots and all that, they probably need to do that. But we have these smaller plots. Our 2-acre plot is our biggest. But these little shot plots, you don't have to get crazy, and you don't have to put everything in there again. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways to do it where you don't have to do it. Like, you can plant rye, you can plant winter wheat, you can till that stuff back into the ground. You can build your soil grade up over the years. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to take your time, and you got to sort of plan ahead in the years. If you look at City Stickers videos, he plans ahead for next year what he's putting in this year. And that's what we do up there. Like, everything we put in this year gets tilled in for next year. Yes, you do. And we're starting to see a lot of nice bucks down there and a lot more deer. For the money that we spend down there, it's working for us. That's our program. You know, that works for us. It might not work for you. It might not work for Damien. It might not work for Hunting and Stuff. It might not work for Daniel. You know, it might not work for you guys, but it works for us. And I'm showing you that if you have a situation like ours, you don't need to go out there and spend thousands and thousands of dollars. You can go out there, spend a couple $100. Our deer program at the end of the season, like after hunting season, when we go in, you buy a $100 feeder. I've had the low budget deer management videos out there where we go and we buy corn, and corn is a good carb for late season. There's corn all around us, so the corn doesn't damage the deer. We put corn in the feeder, okay? We put protein blocks out with some salt and minerals. That provides them a little jump start going into the growing season, and after the long winters and the hunting season, the high pressure hunting season, where they're on the run, where they're maybe not able to stop and eat normally. So we put those foods out after the season. It's usually February, March, and April. We put out deer blocks, protein blocks. We put out food for them to sort of recover a little bit. That helps. Grape, mustard, rye, soybeans, ironclad peas is a mixture I use here. And that's a great combination, man. Very, very good combination. Mineral blocks help during the mating season, helps the high milk. Yes, when they're weaning does and stuff, when they're weaning fawns. Yeah, just the seeds are over $500. You know, like, you can get into some really, really expensive stuff when you're doing that. And we don't even spray. Believe it or not, we don't spray the weeds. We till it in and we plant and it grows. We've been very, very lucky, knock on wood. This year we're going to spray IMOX in the clover plants because we're trying to establish the clover. So we're going to spend a little more money on some chemical. But you don't have to. If you want to do it the right way and go by the book, then do your soil samples and put exactly what it tells you to put in for what you're growing. Now, every plant requires something different, okay? So make sure you know what you're putting in your food plots, what you're going to put in and what it needs, and then go out and spend the money on it and do it right. I promote that 100%. But in our situation, we don't have the money to do that, and it's been working for us, and we're seeing more deer, and we're shooting bigger deer, and we're shooting more deer. So this is working for us. For our small club with a budget, we're going out there. We are, just like we did this weekend. I'm tilling, I'm disking in the weed. Like, everything's dormant right now, so I disked everything in, chopped it all up. That helps deter the weed growth a little bit. Now, there's going to be weeds in there, so we're going to probably spray that this year, or we're going to just disc it right in again. And that builds your soil, okay? Now, the seeds and all that from your... You don't think food plots are legal there? Okay. But the seeds that you're breaking up, they will spread and they will grow, okay? there's a thing called a cover crop, but then you're looking to get into more money that way as well. So what we do is we go down there. We just started doing this year. We're liming early because we want that lime. I think that's going to help. We want the lime in 3 months before we plant, okay? So we have April, May, June, July. We're 5 months into it. So that meant the lime's going to be in the soil for us, okay? And what the lime does is it helps the plant extract the nutrients from the ground that we put in for like fertilizer or any nutrients that's in the ground. That lime helps that plant accept that, okay? So, using some wire cylinders through the food plot will help you growing sections to full. Yes, using that so the deer don't feed on it. That's a great idea as well. I would like to do that down there. Probably in our big food plot because our small food plots get browsed pretty good. And I'm surprised that it don't get down to the dirt. By the end of the season, it's pretty close. But, we don't want to overseed as well. We don't want to stunt anything that's growing in there. So the lime is very important. So if you can't afford anything, make sure you're liming your food plots. So we limed them now. We're going to wait till August to plant. Some people are planting, like Vince is planting some stuff down there now. We frost seeded the clover and the alfalfa in the one section in our destination food plot. Okay, hunting them is legal. Okay. So now we'll wait all summer. We're going to let that grow. If we're down there, but we're not down there that much in the summer. That's why we don't grow summer food plots, because we're not down there to really manage it then. And also, it can get out of hand and just get weeds and become, 4 foot high. So we don't use it a lot in the summer. I'm always up at the lake house fishing in the summer. That's our hunting spot. So we're not down there during the summer on the weekends and stuff. We're up at the lake house. So stuff that gets, it can get over, you can definitely, how do I want to say it, mismanage it if we would plant stuff, okay? And we're on a budget, so we keep it as just fall plots when we're hunting down there. And a big part of our program is because we only have like 100 acres down there, okay? We're surrounded by people everywhere, okay? You all have fruit tree. Yes, we do have fruit. We have pears and we have apples. And then my dad has chestnuts. I'm thinking about doing some hazelnuts in some areas down there as well. But yeah, we have pears, apples, and stuff like that. My dad just fertilized the apples this past weekend. If you look at the video tomorrow, you'll see all that happening. So make sure you go over, check out my video at 7 p.m. Eastern on Off the Hook Outdoors, and you'll see our frost seeding video coming out tomorrow. Very cool video. It's about 20 minutes long, so stick around. Make sure you have something to drink. Pop in and enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. But getting back to that, we only have 100 acres. We want to have the best food available down there. Now, from doing the studies and just driving around down there, believe me, it's all in my head. I have a plan for everything. You can ask my dad how I do. I always research stuff. I'm always planning stuff ahead. I'm always trying to get something better. And down at our property, it's all corn and soybean around us, okay? Sorry for the ambulance. Seems like there's always an ambulance at this time here. So there's corn and soybean. It's a majority of corn and soybean, okay? And we want to have the clovers. We want to have the rape. We want to have the turnips. We want to have the kale. We want to have the radishes, the kohlrabies, anything like that. We want to have there because that's like the filet mignon for the deer. So I want that to be a place where they say they want to go to their favorite restaurant. If you put it in like human terms, like everybody has a favorite restaurant where they like to eat. They like hamburgers, cheeseburgers instead of hamburgers. They like hot dogs or sausages instead of a hamburger. Everybody has a preferred food. And I want this area to be a preferred food destination area for the deer around us. So what we're doing is we're pulling deer off of other properties to come to our properties when we're growing food. So we're not going to keep a lot of deer there. We do have some resident deer. We have a bunch of resident doe, which means that the bucks will be searching on our property for doe. There's some things that we got to do. We got to do some brake lines, some screening and stuff, because I believe our fields are too wide open. And I mean, we can get into this and talk for hours. This is going to be another live stream when we do like a podcast live stream. But I want to break up our main food plot because there's a spot, and I walked it this weekend with my dad, And, you know, when you're coming down to the field, you come to the field edge, you can see the whole field. So you know that there's no deer in that field. So that buck that's looking for that doe comes down to the wood line, looks at the field, sees no deer in it, turns around and goes the other way, probably off our property onto another property to find does. Well, if we have the best food there and we have the screening, so that deer can't see that whole field, he has to walk around to search for them doe on our property and get them moving, then our chances of harvesting that buck are greater than him being on another property. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about that, we want to keep the deer looking on our property. We want to keep them like sort of hiding the other deer from them. So you want to do that to break up these fields. And we're thinking about putting a funnel in. We're thinking about doing screening. There's a lot of things we're going to be thinking about doing, but it all costs money to do in time and labor. So, you know, you got to make sure that you're doing what you can do. You don't want to get too far into something and not do it. So you pick and choose your stuff that you do. You know, berry bushes down there. There's a lot of raspberries and berries around there. We can clean those up to give food for the turkey and the deer as well. So there's a lot of natural food down there that we can utilize to our benefit, but we got to put the time and effort and labor into that. And it's very hard to do that, you know, with everything else going on. So we do what we can, and it's working out good, and I'm happy with the results, and I think everybody in the club are happy with the results. And that's what we do, and that's how we do it, you know. And I try to bring that to you to show you that you don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to have your property perform well during hunting season. You can put some money, time, and effort into it and make it better. And then every year, make it better than your last year. So add something to it, or do something a little different, or cut some trees down, or make some browse, put in some screening, plant another fruit tree, make a food plot bigger. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to help you. And that's what I'm trying to show you on these videos. And I think, you know, this is going to be a good thing for a later podcast to talk about with like Chris or Sean from Jinxum and stuff like that, to get some people on there. And if anybody wants to come up on our podcast, please send me an email at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com, and we'll get you up on a podcast talking about a topic for sure. And if you want to talk about something, fishing's coming up in May here. I have my trout fishing coming up in April. Then we have turkey season for Theo. His mentor day is April 26th is the opening day. So, hey, Dave, thanks for coming in, buddy. Please hit that like button. So, we got trout season at the beginning of April. We got turkey season for Theo on April 26th. And then May 5th is our turkey season. So, I'm going to try to get those videos out for you and try to do some podcasts in between here, talking about what's going on and how we're going to be hunting and stuff like that. So, a lot of good stuff coming. And then May, we head up to the lake. We open the lake house up and we start fishing. So the Off the Hook Challenge is on the table for anybody that wants to fish against me in the Off the Hook Challenge. If you beat me, you win a prize. If I beat you, I just get bragging rights. If you beat me, you get a prize and bragging rights. And it's all good for fun. It's all fun. So we're going to do like a 2-hour segment, fishing for bass. You come up on the live stream. You got to be able to live stream. Come up on StreamYard with me. We get out there and we go fishing. Yes, I did answer your question. So that's coming up. So anybody that wants to, we have to schedule it. And how that's going to work is you call me and say, hey, yeah, I'd like to fish against you. Okay, if you beat me, you're going to get a sweatshirt. If you beat me, you're going to get a hat and a shirt. If you beat me, you're going to get a fishing reel. If you beat me, you're going to get this, or baits or something, okay? So we're going to decide a prize. We're going to go out for 2 hours. Anytime, we just got to schedule it. So we can go in the morning, afternoon, evening. We're going to go on probably half an hour before our time. So say we schedule something on a Saturday at 10 a.m. We're going to get on the live together before we go live. We're going to discuss our stipulations. We're going to do the talk about what we want to do. There's so many different things we can add. We can go by weight. We can go by length. We can go by amount of fish. We can also do technique-specific tournament, like contests. Like we're only using topwater, only using stick baits, only using crankbaits, only using buzz baits, spinner bait. Like we can do all kinds of stuff like that. But I think just to get it rolling is we're going to go out and do the most fish or the biggest fish or the most weight. We can do all that, but we're going to decide that before we go live. And that's, say we start at 10 o'clock, we're going to get on at 9:30 together. We're going to talk about it. Then we're going to go on about 15 minutes early. We're going to go live. We're going to sit there and we are going to tell the people that are in our live stream what we're doing. We're going to start the clock, and 2 hours later, we're going to see who wins, and we're going to have people watching us fish. And 2 hours is a good time because I see a lot of these live fishing contests and stuff going for 4, 5, 6 hours, and I think that's just too long. Now, 2 hours, it's hard to get going in 2 hours, so you got to start off strong. But that's the fun of it. It's like not a marathon, it's a sprint. You know what I mean? And it's fun. I fished against Lindia last year. Luckily, I beat her by like 1 or 2 fish, and they were small. John wants to go against me this year, and I know he can go live from Donkeyland now. So we're probably not going to go with the biggest fish because he's going to smoke me on that. At least I need a chance. So I'm going to try to do most fish, try to talk him into doing the most fish. So we're going to do that this year. I don't know if I'm going to do a bait making, like a homemade bait contest this year or not, but we will be doing a thank you giveaway, and I do that once a year. I get a bunch of prizes together. I usually ask my partners and affiliates to donate something from their company, and then I have them, and then I go out and buy a bunch of stuff, and then I do a thank you video to all my followers. I do like a subscriber only live. I give the stuff away to my subscribers and the people who have supported me. I do like a subscriber only live, and it's a thank you live for all your support. So we'll be doing that this year. There is one thing on my list that I want to do, but I'm probably not going to be able to do it this year. We have to plan it. Is I want to do an off the hook fishing day up at the lake, like a learn how to fish day for kids. I want to be able to provide rods and baits and everything, and rods, bobbers, hooks, worms, everything I want to do. Maybe provide lunch for the kids, maybe some prizes, and get the kids out there on Edinburgh Lake up there and have my family help and show kids how to fish. Just get them out there. Their parents come with them. The kids are out there on the lake fishing. Maybe I'll do some boat rides depending on the parents if they want to do that or not. I don't know how insurance works on all that. But, maybe take them for a boat ride if they've never been on a boat before. Take them for a ride around the lake on a boat. My daughter and my son are very good fishermen. My nephew's a very good fisherman. He can help those three, getting them involved with it, and they can help the kids fishing. We have a lot of area on the lake that we can shore fish, so we would do that. And then maybe provide hamburgers and hot dogs and prizes for them. So that's something that I really would like to do up there. But that's going to involve some planning. And that's going to involve in some advertising up there as well. There is a board at the lake there where I could put up, and then there's some Facebook pages up there like Edinburgh Neighbors that I could post that on to get some people there. We do have a flea market every year up there where everybody in the area sells stuff out of their camps and cabins and lake houses up there. So I can put a sign up during that time to let them know what's gonna, advertise it. So that's what I want to do. Questionable. Depends when, and if it's only corner on standing, then they will probably consider it bait. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Where are you at hunting and stuff again? I forget where you're out of, and I'm sorry, I should know this. But yeah, that's crazy that the farms and stuff. What, can you not hunt around fields and stuff with corn and stuff like that? Do you have to stay so far away from it, or what? Colorado? Okay. Do you have to be like so far away? Talbot Outdoors. Yeah. Yeah, I have some subscribers, buddy. I'm growing. Every day I'm growing a little by little. But what's up, IL? Thanks for coming in, man. Just got back from tearing down a dock at the lake. Very cool. Are you putting a new one up, bud? Very cool. So yeah, so that's my goal, is to get kids out fishing around the lake up there. That would be awesome. And I really want to do that. I want to put it out there, but I'm going to need people's help, especially my family's help for that up there. Can't do it myself. And maybe I'm going to need your help for donations and things. So when that comes around, hopefully we can get some donations from you. and I want to go out and buy fish. I'd like to get a list. I'd almost like to have like a sign-up sheet, and like on Facebook or whatever, yes, I'm coming, this, that, to get an idea of how many kids will be there, and then go out and provide them with fishing rods and things like that and give it to them, and that's one of their gifts for doing that. You know what I mean? Take pictures with them and stuff like that, and, you know, give them a fishing rod and show them how to use it and get them involved in fishing. Maybe it'll turn a kid's life around. You know what I mean? Somebody. If I get the one kid, that's worth it to me. So that's what I would like to do. So if I ask for your help when that time comes, please, if you can, that would be awesome. But I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I would like to do that next year. So we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, guys, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Off the Hook Outdoors, I will be premiering a video. I premiere a video every Wednesday. And then usually you'll see me doing ads and doing some advertising for the video with shorts on after that. So you'll see some shorts coming out as well. Keep an eye out for my podcasts, my lives coming out. Like these kind of lives, I like to connect with you guys and just talk about what's going on, let you know what's coming up on my channel. You know, what's going on with me and future trips and things like that, to what to look for. And one thing I do ask, guys, and I really appreciate each and every one of you hitting that like button and everything. And if you can, man, just go to my video for tomorrow. It's already up on my channel. And I did that early today on purpose because I want you guys to grab that video and share it out. Just share it out on wherever you can share it. Put it on your social media, Instagram, Facebook. Put it in your post section of your channel. Get it out there to people to come into the premiere tomorrow. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get more people into premieres to try to help push my videos. I would like to be at 5,000 sooner than later. I'm at like 4,400 or something like that. I'd like to get another 600 subscribers this year. Like hopefully after fishing season, or very, very close to, like, you know, it only takes one video to do that, but I'm growing slowly and I like the way I'm growing. My watch time is good and everything, and you guys are actually watching my videos, which is awesome. So I appreciate that, and I'm going to say thank you. But yeah, one thing that I would really like is for you to grab that video, or grab any of our videos, my channel, anything, and share it out to people. I want to get out there as much as I can. So I appreciate that. Yeah, that would be good for sure. You can hunt around fields, but I understand you're in late season. Let's see something here. I'm going to put a question up here. I want to see how this works again. I put a question up there. Who turkey hunts? I put that up there. So if anybody wants to answer that question, that would be awesome to see if it comes in the chat here. But yeah, so that's what's coming out. Also, guys, I spend a lot of time in my descriptions of my videos. Go over to my description, browse through there, click I turkey hunt. Thank you, IL, for that. I encourage you to go over to my description, browse through my descriptions, all the partners and affiliates that I have there. If you're interested, just click on their link, go over, browse their products. You might like something in there, and check and see if I have a share code. I try to use share codes. I try to get a share code. If I'm using a company, their products, and I'm using it and I'm putting it out there for them, I want them to give me a share code so you can save the money as well on that. So I try to use the companies that give me that share code. There's a lot of companies out there that I've actually said, no, I won't do it, because they wouldn't give me a share code. They wanted me to make the money, like 2-3% on something that I sold, but they wouldn't pass that on to my followers. And I won't use companies like that. I try not to anyway. Most of the time, I only hunt one thing lately, and of course you know what that is. Yes, he hunts the spirits. Make sure you guys are going over and checking out 27 Spirits as well. That's my good buddy Damien, my longtime friend for years and years and years. We grew up here in Southside and Southside, and we ran the streets around here all young. for years and years. We had some good times. So he's a really good friend of mine. So make sure you're going over there. And ghosts, buddy. He does ghosts. Sasad, yeah. So make sure you're going over there, checking out 27 Spirits. Give them a follow. Subscribe to their channel. Share them out. Go over, watch a video, and definitely give them some watch time as well. Great friend of mine. Good longtime friend. Awesome guy. So, yeah, we had some fun times growing up together. We made some memories for sure, D, didn't we? Hey, man, what's up, Jewel? Thanks for coming in. Awesome, IL. Thank you so much, dude, for doing that. Yeah, and everybody in here, man, go over to 27 Spirits and probably this evening. That's awesome. Hunting and stuff, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate you. Go over and check out Damien and Jen over there at 27 Spirits. But we made some memories for sure, buddy, for the last of a lifetime. We did. We had some fun together. So we'll never forget that stuff. And like I said, the partners and affiliates, go over there. Check out, if you're interested in a product, I have Yolatech, Angler Tungsten, Redmond Hunting. I have Fishoholic. Fishoholic's going to be sending me some more gear this year. Awesome company. Go over there. Check. They're not on YouTube or anything, but you can go over to Facebook and Amazon and buy their products. And I have links in there. I got a code in there as well to use that. Yolatech, I think I said that already. Go over, use my invite link for FishAngler. That helps you connect with people to do the things that we love. And it also can bring some people over to your channel. FishAngler is a great app. They have a lot of cool stuff, maps and things like that. You can post your catches on there, connect with anglers just like yourself. There are some hunting groups in there as well that I post to. But that can pull some people from that FishAngler over to your channel as well. And it lets you know the people in the area, what they're catching and things like that. So it's a really cool app. They have a lot of cool maps, a lot of weather information and stuff like that. Very, very cool. So make sure you're going over there. Yeah, some stuff you had to tell me. Yeah, we'll keep that to ourselves there, buddy. But yeah, so go over, check them all out. Browse all the companies that I have on there. You know, spend some time on their website. If you're interested in something, use my code. Save a couple bucks on it as well. My invite link for the FishAngler is another big one. Go over there and check that out. You'll like that app for sure. If anybody's interested in my merch, I have a lot of performance gear made for fishing. I have some hunting stuff on there as well, some hunting clothing. It isn't your standard, just your t-shirt. You know, the people sell on YouTube. I have performance gear and stuff that I use for fishing. So go over there. That helps help the channel. Goes back into my bait making and things like that. So go check out my store, my apparel store. That link's in the description. And then also, as you know, I make baits. I make soft plastic baits. I pour my own baits. They're fully customized baits if you want them. If you're interested in buying baits, you can go to my website at OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. Go take a look at all the baits on there. There's pictures and things. There's some testimonial videos. Oh, that's another thing I got to mention. I'll be doing testimonial videos this year, and I will be doing that soon. So keep an eye out on my posts on Facebook, on my post on the channel here, on my lives when I announce it. I'm going to be asking for 5 channels that will use my baits and make a video. You'll get the baits free of charge. I'm going to ask you to pick 2 of my baits. You'll receive 1 of them, free shipping. And hey, what's up, Ray? Thanks for coming in, buddy. And you will get 1 pack of my baits, free shipping, free baits. I'm going to give them to you. And all I ask you to do is make a 3 to 5 minute video so I can put that on my website. It's going to be a testimonial. Make a video, put it on your channel. Then I'll take that link, I'll put it onto my website and show the people you using my baits and hopefully catching some fish on them. Well, you will catch fish on them, I know that. But then what's neat about that is anybody that goes to my website and they click on that video, it comes back to YouTube and you get the credit for that view and the watch time. So it doesn't come to me, it comes back to you. So that helps a lot with your channel as well. So do that. If anybody's interested in a sponsor package, I have $5, $10, and $25 sponsor packages. And what that does is I don't have a membership through YouTube or anything like that. I just do my own sponsor packages, and what that does is I share your videos out. I put you on my videos. I put you in every one of my descriptions of my videos. There's a $5 one, it's 2 weeks. A $10 one is 3 weeks. And then the whole month, 4-week one is $25. Now, the difference between the first one, the $5 one, is I share you out and do the things like I just said for 2 weeks. And then the third one, the $10 one, is I do that. I share you out, post you on my social media and stuff like that. When you have a video, I share that out. And you also get a free pack of baits, shipping included, with the 3-week one. That's the $10 one. Then the $25 one is the same thing as the first and the second one, but you get 2 packs of baits, free shipping. So check that out as well. Like I said, I make the custom baits on my website. You can email me at tedpolanowski@gmail.com. We can talk about what baits you want, what colors you want. If you don't want people to know the color, I won't post them. But usually when I make baits for somebody, I post them on my social media. But if you don't want them posted, then I won't do that. If you want to keep it a secret, that's totally up to you. We can do that as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on over here. But just go check it out. Like I said, share me out, guys. Go over, take my channel, share my channel out, or take a few videos off my channel and send them out. Oh, yeah, for sure, D. For sure. Now, where I hunt at down there by Egypt Valley, that's supposed to be haunted. So that's kind of crazy. So we may have to look into that one day. But we got to get all the boys together, and we got to go to a haunted house or do something. That would be very cool, because I would video that myself. But yeah, that would be fun. So, but that's it, guys. I'm waiting for Theo to come out. He should be out here in the next 5 minutes. I see people pulling into the parking lot now to pick up their kids. So I'm going to end it tonight, guys. I thank you all for being in here. Thank you so much for your support. Like I said, I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. I really enjoy this. I learn from you guys, and hopefully you can take something from me, and it works for you as well. And not everything that works for me is going to work for you. I don't claim to be a professional at anything. I just try to show you what I do and what works for me. So, and like I said, I like to learn from you guys as well. So with that being said, guys, like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. Check out my video tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Off the Hook Outdoors. Take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see ya.